guys, I have a hot travel tip, man. This is a hot travel tip. This is good. So when you're on the road and you're traveling and you're maybe you got to use a restroom and you got to maybe you're hungry or something.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So I found this has worked. If you go to which restaurant there's plenty of parking and clean restrooms.
Where?
Arby's.
Yeah,
and I think it's because Arby's isn't. No offense to them, but they're not that popular. Because I found one. There was an In-N-Out burger, and there was the long line, the crazy parking lot. I went to the gas station. Every pump was filled with cars, and it was just because I just was like, right? I was like, because sometimes I'll leave I'll pump gas, and then I'll leave my car there in front of pump number 7 and go use the restroom, come back out. I'm like, well, I'm only parked here for an extra 4 or 5 minutes. But when it was that busy with people honking their horn and waiting, I was like, oh man, let me just get out of here. But then I went to this Arby's and I was like, wow, there's plenty of parking. I walked in. The restaurant was almost extra cold because they had the AC set for a crowd, but there was no crowd.
They've been waiting for a party for 20 years.
Yeah, I know. They actually welcomed me when I walked in. They're like, hello, welcome to Arby's. And I was like, I just want to use the restroom. But
yes, sir, right away, sir.
We have the meats, all that stuff.
They're just so excited that anyone showed up.
I know. Well, golly.
Arby's, the problem with Arby's is they need to pick a lane. They got all crazy, and they're like, whatever it is, we make it. We have burritos, and gyros, and sandwiches, deli meats.
You like coleslaw? We like coleslaw. Who likes hummus? They're just like...
And what else is that they'll have a sandwich that is great. But there's always that one ingredient in it that is questionable.
Yeah.
And it turns people off. They're like, we take roast beef, sounds good, cheddar, right, some of our barbecue sauce, and Danish pickles.
You're like,
what?
No,
I don't even know what those are. Well, they're sweet and spicy and tart.
And they're the next big thing. Yeah.
And real weird. And we deep fry them and we put them on your burger. I don't want that. Well, that's how it comes. And we also throw in cranberries.
Oh,
well, that's weird.
Yeah, the cranberries. I forgot about that.
That's they always throw in some weird ass ingredient that nobody wants. Otherwise their food is great. But a lot of people just don't want to deal with picking stuff off,
Oh yeah, see, look, I just went to their menu on the internet. It's here's some of that weird stuff you're talking about.
It's a bacon cheeseburger with a few slices of apple on it.
Yeah.
What?
Do you like milkshakes?
I do.
Do you think you would like an orange cream milkshake?
Nope.
That's what I'm talking about. Weird stuff.
Weird
do you like,
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, here's another one. You like Coca-Cola, right?
I do.
But maybe you just want a Coca-Cola, not necessarily a Coca-Cola float.
Right. That is what I want. I don't want a Coca-Cola float.
Or a pecan chicken salad. Brisket bacon flatbread.
Yeah, it's the brisket and bacon kind of ruin the whole point of the flatbread, which is to make something healthier,
Yeah, now this looks normal. This is a chicken bacon Swiss sandwich, but you're right. It's probably on some kind of weird bread, like pumpernickel or something.
Yeah, yeah, we put it on rye.
On rye, exactly. And also I'm looking at the the most professional international website of their photos. I'm sure when you really look at the real stuff, you're like, no.
Oh yeah, it's like the Denny's menu where everything looks amazing, and you're like, bitch, I've been to Denny's.
Yeah.
It isn't gonna look anything like.
You know what's funny, man? Like how generations don't do older generations are totally into different music and even food taste than a younger generation. I wonder what we do in our generation that the younger kids and generation aren't gonna participate. For example, here's what I mean. Whenever I would have dinner with my grandpa, and they would ask for dressing for the salad. I would always say ranch, Thousand Island, maybe Italian if I'm feeling, healthy.
Yeah, real exotic.
And he would always ask for either Roquefort, which I don't even know what that is, or I think blue cheese. So I wonder,
no young person has ever had either of those. Or you know what an old person will hit you with every now and again? Green Goddess.
Ooh, what's that?
It's a salad dressing.
Green Goddess?
Yeah.
Wow, never heard of it.
Yeah. I'll just have Green Goddess, and the waiter's like, "You the fuck you will."
Yeah.
I don't know where we're gonna get that.
See, I've never heard that Green Goddess. That's interesting.
We're gonna have to time travel to get that.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, you're right. Because it's funny. I was talking to this guy at the Verizon store the other day. He was 25 years old, and he mentioned that his younger sister, she has to graduate on Zoom, and they had a party for her at the house. And I was like, wow, her high school graduation's that's so weird. Like, I remember when we graduated. So I graduated at the end of the 80s, and we had all these school buses, and they took us down to Los Angeles from Fresno, and we went to Disneyland. And I'll tell you who's performing at Disneyland the night of our grad night. We had the first group you may or may not have heard of. Have you ever heard of Wang Chung? Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Yeah. Everybody. Which I don't really like that song, but it was still cool. Like, wow, there's somebody we've heard on the radio. And the headliner was Bobby Brown. And Bobby Brown was my prerogative. People talking about every little step. All that good stuff, right?
And the Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. Yeah, he did a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Who was that guy that sang Who You Gonna Call? Ray Parker Jr.
Ray Parker Jr.
I did see him perform live on television a couple of years ago, and he still does the rotary dial. Who you gonna call? And he does his hand like it's a rotary. 1 7.
He knows his audience.
Who are you gonna call? And then he holds his pinky and his thumb up. Call Ghostbusters. Yeah. So anyways, so Bobby Brown performed. So I'm telling this guy, this 25-year-old Verizon employee, this, and he had no clue who Wang Chung was, which I get, but he had no clue who Bobby Brown was. I go, really, Bobby Brown? And then I'm that fool that's like singing the hits. He still didn't know. I go, he was married to Whitney Houston, and he had no idea who Whitney Houston was either.
Wow.
I know. I don't know if it was just that one guy, or it just makes you think, like, how many times do we say stuff as comedians on podcasts or stand-up, like clubs, and there's a certain percentage of the audience has no freaking clue.
Oh, yeah, that happens all the time, I'm sure.
I was thinking Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston would be a big one, but apparently not.
You thought they were eternal, and then
yeah.
People will love these two forever.
Yeah, that'd be like
That's
me.
Not how it works.
Yeah, like the Green Goddess salad dressing. That's like
Yeah.
Pocket Party.